Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle fracture from CZT Barbara Duel Johnson. Oh, Barbara does a lot of really neat ones, and this is no different. There's a lot of things that I like about it, but let's just go ahead and do it. I think I'm going to go on the angle on my version of the step out. I did it straight across, but I don't know, maybe it's just my mind that thinks we get more room going diagonal. All right, so it's a border tangle, although I'm sure if you wanted to stack them up, you could. That actually could be, that could be actually really, really interesting. I don't think she has, let's see. No, she doesn't have a sample that looks like that, but I might try that sometime. Okay, so it starts off with a simple zigzag. I'm just going to start it right here. Whoa, and I'm going to hold on to my tile because the pen wants to take it. All right, so if I'm up there, oh, come on. There we go. It always gets tricky by the edge, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Now, this is where it could look a bit confusing, but what I did on my version of the step out is just show one of the next step, and then what would be step 4, I show the rest. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Same thing, it's a zigzag, but we're going to go from this bottom, this bottom of this zigzag to this one. And then the top is going to be right here. And so then these will overlap. Like so. And normally, I don't know, normally isn't probably the right word. Most times we don't necessarily cross lines, but in some occasions we do, and this is just kind of neat. All right, so from here to here, and then, so it's kind of like you could go every, bottom point of your zigzag, and the same thing is that we're doing a bigger, we'll just call it a triangle over 2, if that makes sense. So then we'll start here, and then we're going to land right there for the top, and then this one is going to go off the page. I'm imagining where that will be. That's why this looks like this, because when I go off the page, I go off the page. All right, so let's see. Oh, and then here, let's see, if we're imagining it would be over here somewhere. And then too, if you're doing something like this and you're, maybe going off the page or you don't have a complete one, that's why I like doing the full ones first, because that way you can see the angle, the direction of it. And let's see, we went here. So this one, and then you could just, mimic it like that. You wouldn't know. I like it. The game in my head is to do it and then make this look like you punched it out of a bigger pattern. Like I said, that's just the game that my brain plays. All right, and so this one, this one I can do this regular. We're going to end up, if it helps to put just a little dot so you see where you're aiming, I see no harm in that. And then you can miss it too, just like I did. All right, so that one went this way. This is going to kind of go like that. I think I have. Because it actually, what a neat pattern it ends up becoming. This one you just see that line, and then this is what I do is I just check. I was like, did I get them all? I think I did. And then it's just fill in and playtime. So here is what this is what Barbara has, and I really like this idea of, at least, although you can play with it however you want. So we're going to aura these big diamonds, and this on my version I put them in the same box because I really wanted to highlight that what she has us doing, so that way then you can see it well. But yeah, so now we have all of these little spaces that we can have fun with. And do I have it with me, or did I? My graphic one I'm talking about. I think it's packed up, but that's okay. Oh, let's use the 10. What else do I have? Yeah. Oop, and no. 10 will work in a pinch. And we're just going to fill these in. I like the idea of something like this and then having the fill in, just because I like having some tangles that have some contrast. And what a neat border idea. I personally also find it neat to have, to pair up tangles that are, you know, more angular or straight lines with ones that are curvy. I just think that that looks neat. But that's just a personal thing. Sometimes, then sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It just depends. But it's just so nice to have these options to choose from. And all right, and then also she has us doing this. Well, it's similar. This one, she has us going right to the line, like that, versus having it aura'd all the way around. And I'll do the same thing, and then also, yeah, and then in her play one, and which I really really like, so I'm going to copy it. Just doing some little straight lines like this, and honestly, you could do that in any section. It's up to you, whatever you want to do, however you want to play. And I'm just like, look at all of that. Whoops. Whoa. Sorry. Bang the camera with the pen. And then it looked like we were having an earthquake. We weren't. It's all good. And then I forgot what I was going to say. I like having all of these options to play. Because you don't have to do it this way. You can do the other parts if you want. You could also not do the aura thing. You could just fill in the sections. Ooh, because that could look really neat, kind of like stained glass if you wanted to color in the pieces with different colors. That could be cool too. All right, but we'll leave it like that. And gosh, for some shading, I think the shading, you know, it is obviously completely up to you, but a lot of times with the borders, I just like to do this simple, although this side with all of the filled in, just put graphite in between, and then let's bring this out, or down I should say. And look at how, I mean, it's just curved that right there. And this, now if you're using, well, depending on the paper you're using, when you put a lot of ink on, just be careful. Because I know with this, the white Zentangle tiles are a cotton paper. And sometimes if you're rough with the Tortillion, it'll pull up the paper and everything. And it just makes for a mess. And I can feel it, you know, tugging when I go near it there. But we can just fill in like that. When I'm doing this though, I like to go over just a tad so it doesn't have that. And I think it's, well, no, it's sort of my imagination, not where it looks like, you know, it's curving down. I like it to look like it's continuous. But you can see, you know, the neat curvature of that. And just what a fun tangle. Well, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. Do take a look at that for more inspiration link, because Barbara has a neat full frame that would just be neat to do. And as I'm looking at it, take a look at how she does the corners, because whenever I want to do a frame, it's like, all right, well, how should those corners be attacked? And a lot of times I just kind of like, well, we'll just figure it out when we get there. And sometimes it works, and sometimes I have to do some course correcting. But do take a look. All right, so I mentioned the description section several times just now. And you will find all of the step outs and everything. Below them is my link tree. And there, I just see I want to touch something up. There you'll find ways to connect with me if you wish. All social media, things like that. If you are interested in classes or just tangling online, we do both. So I have a lot of classes Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays are generally something that has a fee. And then Thursday is Tangle time, and that is free. And everything I do 2 sessions. And I always have the same start times, 11 a.m. and then 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then the paid classes are at least an hour and a half, if not 2 hours. And then the free ones are just an hour. So we have a lot of fun. Come and join us. I have on that link tree places where you can follow me for classes. And then also on Facebook. I don't have it listed there. I should probably just put make it a button and say follow me here and have it linked to my Facebook page. I should do that. Just so that way you know, if you follow me there, then you'll see the classes. Also, if you'd like to join our Tangle Addicts community group on Facebook, we'd love to have you. There are 4 questions, though, that you have to answer in order to gain entry. And it just carries the fun 24/7 whenever you're on and somebody else is on, because we have people from all over. And it's just so fun to see what everybody else is doing and to support each other. And it's a wonderful, wonderful group of people. So come and join us. And with that, thank you so much for watching. And I should put that center. And I wish you happy tangling.